Jimmie Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet. And Jimmie, we'll go ahead and let you start first.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate the opportunity to just say thank you to everybody for your thoughts and prayers. This week's been a very difficult week for the Janway family. And it's been so tough for myself to sit back and watch the people I love so much deal with so much pain. But things are progressing, and everybody is as good as you could hope. And last night the family spent a lot of time telling stories about Jordan and smiling a little bit, smiling more than tears. And the healing process has definitely started. So I just wanted to come in and make a brief comment before we got busy in racing, and then try to switch my mind into this racing reality and focus the next couple days and go racing and try to win a race. So, but just once again, thank you to sponsors, fans, friends, everybody involved. The few times I did check into social media, there's just been a huge outpouring of support, and I'm very thankful.
All right, we'll go ahead and open for questions for Jimmie. We'll start with Shannon in the back, please.
Shannon Spake, ESPN. Really sorry about your loss, Jimmie.
Thank you.
Moving forward, I know that it's very early in the season. We're just 6 races in. But with the new format and the wins being so valuable, what is the pressure like to get that first win and kind of put it behind you?
I haven't felt any pressure with the new format yet. Maybe I'm naive or stupid or something else, but the season takes on so many different changes, and I feel like we've had a few looks here recently at a victory, and I feel like it's coming, and hope that it's coming soon so that I don't have to answer the question. But I've won at different points in the year, some years a little later than I would have liked, but I haven't felt like until California we had a legitimate opportunity to win. So to go back-to-back weeks with an honest look at a victory is very cool. And we're at another great racetrack for the 48 team. Dover's out there before long. Darlington we've had success at. So I feel like we've got some good opportunities ahead. And it might become much more of a topic, especially if the win column keeps growing like it has for without repeat winners. And if that's the case, it'll shoot my mindset completely apart, which I firmly believe that it's pretty rare to have 16 winners in a season, especially in 26 races. And I feel like points will still get somebody a berth into the first stage of the championship.
All right, we're going to go to Carlos and then Jerry.
Jimmie, Carlos Mendez, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Everybody's counting the number of winners this year. Would you like to see a large number of winners over the course of the season, or do you think it's better for fans, the competition, to see a handful of drivers every week win?
Depends on what hat I'm wearing. If I'm wearing my hat, I just want 48 to win every week. But for the sport and our fans, I think it's great to have multiple winners. It certainly shows the parity. Lets each driver's fan base, get their time in the, in the spotlight, and also, the personalities that exist in the garage area have a great way of coming out in victory lane, and the couple days that follow.
All right, Jerry, right behind you.
Jimmie, Jerry Fraley from the Dallas Morning News. If I could use an analogy, if I could, in baseball, guys might go 0 for 10, but if they're hitting line drives, they're happy because they know those line drives will start finding holes. Is that sort of similar to your situation in that you've been in a position, as you said, the last two with a chance, as long as you keep putting yourself in that position, the line drives, in a sense, will start falling and everything will be fine. There's no reason to change?
Yeah, without a doubt. That's been our belief all along. And the thing that I'm building a lot of stock in is, since I've started competing in the Cup Series, our goal has been to run the top 5. And we felt like if you run in the top 5, you'll have opportunities to win races. And I've been able to win 66 races that way and 6 championships. So I don't feel like I need to change my viewpoint on winning races and trying to transfer into the chase. A race or two to go and I don't have a victory. It's definitely going to change my opinion then, but I've built so much over the last 13 years with a certain mindset that myself and the team, we're just not in a position to change that mindset yet.
All right, we're going to go to Bob and Alan and then come up front.
Bob Hocker, Sporting News. Are you going to have anything on your car for Jordan? And I don't know whether you want to answer, but do you, from your interaction with him, can you kind of tell us what type of guy he was? I
haven't thought that far ahead for the car or helmet or anything. It's been such a a wild and crazy week. So now that my mind's kind of switching into race mode, I'd certainly consider something there and take a look at it. And he was just a free spirit, a very adventurous guy, base jumping and parachuting and wearing the squirrel suits like you see the guys flying along the cliff sides. That's what he did, and he's in a lot of those videos shooting that footage. So tragic death for sure, but he was doing something he loved. He was very passionate about it, and never met a stranger. Very warm, caring, young man, and is definitely going to be missed.
All right, let's go to Alan.
Alan Cavana, NASCAR.com. With the new format, if you win this race or at this track in the fall, I mean, it's an automatic ticket to Homestead, being one of those 4. Are you, as a driver of the team, are you thinking about that at all? I mean, getting notes for the fall and thinking about that far ahead?
Yeah, without a doubt. When I saw how the breakdown plays out going to Homestead, it's here, Martinsville, and I think Talladega, right? Phoenix, I'm sorry. 3 great racetracks for the 48, so that didn't hurt my feelings one bit. We just got to use the spring as an opportunity to develop our cars and learn. Granted, from Martinsville's standpoint, things will stay pretty similar, but Texas spring to Texas fall, there's a lot of time in there, especially with the new car, to develop setups. But if we take good notes, understand the track and how it changes, we'll be able to apply those things.
All right, let's come up front. We have 2 questions here. Start here and then go this way. Yes.
Kyle Beller with Race Week. Could you tell how it felt last year before Phoenix's chase race, how it was to help that soldier surprise his family?
Yeah, that was a crazy experience to be a part of. To know that the family was going to meet. Dad was coming home, essentially, and the family had no idea. And to not mess it up, not blow the surprise was a challenge, because I was so happy for them and knew what was going to happen. I met them before driver intros, maybe 2 hours before the start of the race, and to know that their dad was there and that the kids were going to see their father in a short time, and his wife be able to see her husband again was an amazing experience, and something I'll always cherish. Very cool to be a part of that.
Okay, go ahead.
Anton Warner, Cronford TV, San Francisco. You were up at the Sonoma Raceway recently doing some testing with Goodyear. Any thoughts on that, how that process went, and how you're preparing for that upcoming race?
I wasn't there testing, but Hendrick was out there. So I know the 24 was there. I think the 14 went. And this week I haven't been able to be a part of our team meetings to understand how the test went with the tragedy that happened. But ironically, Chad was just chatting with me a little bit in the transporter before I walked over. And they had a very productive test out there. I know we're encouraged from a chassis standpoint, but I didn't hear particulars about tire and even lap times and stuff. But I know we had a good test out there.
All right, we'll take our final question from John.
Jimmie Johnson, RacingToday.com. Given the way your race ended at Fontana, what are your thoughts about Goodyear bringing this multi-tread dual zone tire here this week?
We've seen a lot of good things with that dual zone tire. I think it has shown from a wear standpoint very good durability. This track is very porous, and it takes all the nationwide and cup practice to kind of get the rubber in the track so that the tire wear goes down. California, I think, was a different issue than tire wear. So, we've been on edge, in my opinion, at a few tracks, especially the faster race tracks. And this car and how fast it goes exploits that now, in my opinion. So I feel like we will have other issues. This track is known for high wear, and I'm sure we'll see some high wear issues. I don't think we'll see a construction issue. I don't think we had any issues like that last time, but wear is going to be something to be concerned about, and it will only get better as the race goes on.
Jimmie, we thank you for your time
Thank you.
today and wish you best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.